Hello world and welcome to another one of my videos. Today I'm going to be reacting to Nicole and Azan arguing again, so let's get into it.
A good idea if we go to dinner at the hotel. That way we can talk about parenting.
So the theme of season 5 of 90 Days Fiance, Nicole and Azan, is him becoming a parent to May. And keep in mind, Nicole kept telling May that Azan is her daddy, 1 month into the relationship. We talked about this in a previous video. And then now in this trip, she wants him to prove himself and she wants him to become a good parent to May. That's after she made her call him daddy. So let's keep watching.
I'm a little worried because if Azan keeps fighting me on these things and doesn't want to listen and hear from me, May's mom, what's best for her, then maybe I don't know if he's ready to be a parent.
Have you ever sat down and wondered if you are yourself ready to be a parent? You left your daughter on so many occasions by herself just to chase the Moroccan banana. So even you, Nicole, you have to rethink your decisions and rethink if it's something that you're capable of doing or if you would need help. I'm not saying you're a bad mother, blah blah blah. I'm not shaming you, but there are parenting classes that you could take to take care of your daughter and put her priorities first.
So, did you like the market?
Yeah, it's not like a Marrakesh, but it was a nice market.
Yeah, they went to the market in Casablanca. That's a scary market. You could, like, in Marrakesh, it's more cheerful, more colorful. You see a lot of nice things. The market in Casablanca, it's nice until you see something absolutely disgusting and you're like, oh, shit.
I know we were struggling a little bit on our parenting.
Yeah, that's really it's hard to be like parent, you know.
Yes, it's hard when you are a biological parent, let alone when you are a step parent. That's even more difficult, especially for a child that is what, 2 years old at the time of that recording. It must be really hard, because if it was your own biological, you'd say, I know how to, at least I know how to treat them. But if it's not, then you're like, should I be doing this or should I be doing this? It's more difficult. At least it would be for me.
Know that I was probably getting a little flustered, you know.
Yeah, I see it because it's like, because you've been like, I feel like you become like upset or something like for no reason.
It's funny because Nicole saying she was flustered. She literally did nothing that whole market trip, but she was just standing and yelling at him and May. That's all she did. She literally did not follow her daughter. She did not try to diffuse the situation with her daughter crying and being out of control. I mean, she did nothing. She just sat down. She just stood there and complained. And now she's saying I was flustered.
When I need to tell you something about May, instead of telling me you know everything, you know, just hear what I have to say, okay?
Yeah, if there is something that I didn't like it, for example, how
Something's done?
yeah.
Okay.
If I didn't like it, I will tell you to not. No, that I will not accept it like that.
Yeah, it's kind of okay. I'll explain some of the Moroccan culture. Now, Karens, if you disagree, just tell me in the comment that you disagree, but don't let it all on me. I'm just explaining something that already exists. So in a lot of Moroccan families, couples discuss the decisions like these decisions that involve the children in their own privacy, but the man is always the one enforcing the rules. For example, if I have a daughter and the daughter is misbehaving, me and my wife would discuss it in privacy, but then the man, well, no, but then the mother would go tell the daughter how to behave. And then if we have a son and he's misbehaving, me and my wife would discuss it, and then I would go to the son and I would tell him how to behave. So basically, the father does the parenting to sons and the mother does the parenting to daughters, and that's how we kind of keep a structure in a family. Now, you might disagree, you might say, oh, genders don't matter, all that talk. I'm just explaining how it's done in the majority of the families that I know in Morocco.
Well, that's the way I parent. So if you want to say something, you know, a different way, or if you think something would be better for her, then we can talk about it. But we should talk about it and not just say like, oh, don't do that.
I kinda like this side of Nicole that is just calm and talking very slowly and saying things that make sense. I like this side more than the rhino side. She just, or the hippo, as I call it. You know how hippos are very protective of their territories and they just bulldozer their way out of problems. That's how Nicole behaved the majority of season 1 and season 3, I think. But now she's behaving more like an adult. She's having a normal, healthy conversation. I like that. I wish she showed us more of this side of her.
You know?
I feel if she wants me to be like her father, she need to respect my idea too. That's how we do it in Morocco, you know. I need to tell her what to do too, you know.
I disagree. I completely disagree. You being Nicole's boyfriend or husband or whatever does not make you a father to her children. Maybe if they accept you and they make you fit in that role that they need in their lives, then maybe. But unless they accept it, you cannot do anything. You just become friend with them and just treat them nice. But until they admit and then until they tell you, oh, I wish I had you as a dad. Just like there's one other couple, it's a South African guy and she was American and she had a son. And that son told the South African guy, I want you to become my dad. And that was very sweet. That came more organically and it was healthier. But don't enforce like your role on a child, especially that age. You will really confuse them. That's what I think. I'm not an expert in stepfatherhood, so I don't know anything. I'm just guessing.
That's my kid.
I know that she gets used to this in America, but I feel like it's not good for her. You know, this fish fries, it's like, I don't know, it's just not good for kids.
Observation 1. Azan kept waving his knife. You cannot do that. It's called table manners. Second, he's holding his knife with the right hand. Azan, you're a Muslim. We eat with our right hands. So if you're gonna cut your meat with the right hand, you will have to eat it with the left one, which is not something you would do as a Muslim. So have some table manners. 3. I think Azan never been to a restaurant that fancy or anything where he had to eat with a fork and a knife, because the whole episode he was looking at what she did with her fork and knife and he was copying it. So I don't think he knows how to eat with a fork and knife. You would put, as a Muslim, you would put the fork in the right hand. And third, he's complaining about fries. Literally every Moroccan table, or at least most of them, they have French fries on the table. Now the difference might be that the French fries that we serve are fresh, but it's still French fries. We eat a lot of French fries. Azan saying, oh, French fries are not healthy. Trust me, he ate a lot of French fries. It's really something that we eat a lot.
I mean, it may not be the best, but sometimes when they won't eat, you just need to give them something.
When I wanted to give her like chocolate, you said, I can't give it to her.
Well,
Remember? But now when this, I feel like this is more worse than chocolate. It's like really not healthy, especially if she's the kid right
But
now.
look, the chicken is good for her.
Chicken nuggets.
I mean, chicken nuggets are nice. Okay, here's what I don't understand about Azan. You cannot change someone's what they eat. You can eat junk food but still exercise and be healthy. I'm not a health expert, but I ate a lot of junk food in my life and I do a lot of exercising, especially when I live near the beach area. It's literally, you eat a lot of junk food, but it's like a trash bin. You eat it and it goes away. I have never gained a single kilo. But once you stop exercising and stop moving a lot and your metabolism starts getting slower, that's when you have to be careful. So I think at May's age, it's fine eating things like that as long as she's active. And we could see from the show that she's very hyperactive. Maybe if we're talking about Nicole, this is not healthy to eat chicken nuggets, or she at least has to minimize the amount of chicken nuggets that she eats. But May, she's very young, she moves a lot, so it won't affect her as much as he thinks it would. I'm not a dietitian, it's just what I think.
Chicken nuggets are not that bad.
In Morocco, kids rise like in different way because in Morocco, like their mom makes like healthy food. I'm afraid if I go to America that she will not cook for me and just like bring like fast food and stuff. I really worry about this because I always care about my health.
Then cook for yourself. And the other thing is, the Moroccan mothers, they don't cook healthy food. They cook fresh food maybe, but it's not healthy all the time. Sometimes it's a lot of fat, sometimes it's a lot of oil, sometimes it's a lot of fried things. So it's not about healthy, it's just fresh. Maybe I understand the argument. A lot of Moroccan moms, they cook fresh food. Yes, I do agree. But healthy, it's debatable. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. And just cook for yourself and worry about yourself and maybe May. Nicole, I think is too far gone. Unless she wants to change, obviously.
I think frozen food and chicken nuggets and all this
Okay,
stuff, it's still fast
I
food.
cannot make fresh home cooked meals every day.
But you
Frozen
have to.
is okay.
Frozen, it's not okay.
Please.
Okay, can you remind me what Nicole does for a living? I thought she was unemployed, but I don't know. I cannot cook fresh food every day. Yes, you can. It takes 20 minutes to cook a meal for 3 people.
I'm not a stay-at-home mom like your sister and your mom was, or I can't.
My sister should work. You know this. You just need to try.
Okay,
Just try.
I'm not against trying. It's just, I want you to know it's not as easy as you think it is.
Nicole seems like the type to do a push-up but then give up while warming up. I mean, it's not about trying, it's just about being consistent. You can do very little, like very little workout, very little diet, but if you're consistent at knowing at least what gets inside your mouth, you would lose weight if you wanted to lose weight. Now, here's what bothers me. If Nicole was really happy with the way she looks, she would have told him, I don't want to change, I don't want to eat healthy, I'm happy the way that I am, and you just have to deal with it. But she keeps promising him that she's gonna change, and she's not changing. I'm not telling her that she has to change, but at least don't promise something that you cannot keep. That's the only thing that I have to say about Nicole.
I think the last time you promised me that you're gonna change and you said that you'll go to gym and eat healthy.
Azan had mentioned that I should make some lifestyle changes.
If we really want to be like together, of course we should change, you know. I can, if you can.
I can.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I don't make any promises, because they hold value. It's something that you have to keep. So for her promising him things that she's not keeping, that's the issue. But for him asking her to change, that's another issue. She should have told him, I like myself the way that I am, I'm not changing. Then maybe I would say, okay, then he's on the wrong. But she promised. Once she promised, she lost all her defense cards, basically.
I tried to eat healthy for a little bit, and it was going well, but I got stressed out, so I kind of stopped, so.
This was my answer every time my dad asked me how's school going. It was going school, and then I stopped focusing, and then I slept.
I never promised I would go to the gym and stuff.
But you promised me to eat healthy.
But I would try. It's not as easy as you think it is.
You're just lazy.
Okay, calling someone lazy, if they're not lazy, it's really mean. But I don't agree with Azan on what he's saying, but I'll just say this to Nicole and to everyone who's listening. Losing weight is really easy if you can do little changes over a long period of time. A lot of people, when they want to lose weight, they think of a month. Oh, next month I'm gonna look like Angelina Jolie or whatever. You cannot. But if you say to yourself, in 2025, I will be half my size, then at least you give yourself a long period of time to make a lot of adjustments and a lot of mistakes and a lot of giving up, but at least you're slowly getting there. He wants her to change overnight. That's not gonna happen. Hello world. So me and Stevie are going to deliver the school supplies. If I can take a picture from the school, I will, but if I cannot, can you see who that is? She's gonna run away. Say hi to the camera. So, as you can see, I delivered second wave of school supplies to school, and trust me, the principal was very, very pleased. They delivered the things to the kids in need, and they recorded it and they kept it for the record in their school. I asked for a copy, but she told me she legally cannot give me like pictures of the children, which I understand. So, I just want to thank all the people who donated, which is Josie, Sarah, SS, Saman, Silver, Elisa, Felicia, and myself and others. Thank you so much for making this possible. And I just want to tell you the names of some of the children that actually got the things, and they were very pleased and they wanted to thank you. So special thank you to the people who donated, from Omar, Mohammed, Yasmin, and Salwa. These are some of the students. They wanted to thank you very much. And what do you know? They might be the doctor that would treat your wounds someday along the lines. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for allowing me to do positive thing in this world. And see you on the next one. Peace.